up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be a Scent Safari episode. Those of you who don't know how Scent Safari works, basically I reach out to a house I have some degree of interest in, or they reach out to me, and I request some samples, and hopefully they send me those samples, and I'll pick four out, some three or four usually. If they send me more than four, I'll always pick four out and give you sort of first impressions on camera of what I think will be the most interesting of the four. That day I'll sort of put these on skin, and then right before I do the review I'll sort of refresh them. Today we're looking at a house called Poulage Parfumeur. And the idea behind this brand is to make original fragrances with blends of precious raw materials to sublimate the skin of the people who choose to wear them. The sort of ethos behind the brand is perfumes beyond the fleshly world, timeless perfumes that are meant to be an extension of the soul, and a metaphysical collection that transcends appearances, where the invisible dominates the visible with emotion as a golden thread. And these are from a Parisian creator with a voyager's nose, Stephanie Poulage. Now, Stephanie is a perfumer born in France. After receiving a degree in perfumery in 1991, she worked for the international group Procter & Gamble, Hugo Boss, Helmut Lang, Harvey Leger for 12 years. She's lived in Europe, Africa, and Northern America, and at the gateway of Asia in Dubai. She's learned under Masters of Perfumery in Paris and New York, and in 2005 she decided to live in Paris and do her own thing. In 2013 she created her own collection of fragrances that sort of convey her passion for abstract perfumery and show her preference for blends of the best materials. So this 2015 collection has 4 fragrances. All right now are available on the website for purchase. They each come in 75 ml bottles at different price points and different concentrations. And really nice leather cases are also available for purchase for the bottles in different colors for about $70 US. You can also grab the sample pack that I have for like $6 or $7. The first one we're going to take a look at is called Odora dFamina. And this one retails for $132 US. It's eau de parfum, and note-wise we get rose oil from Sinir, Turkey, black pepper oil from India, and rose absolute. And this one's really simple. I get rose petals, very high quality rose petals, like just rose petals sprinkled with black pepper. And what I like about this one is that it's not a jammy rose, it's a very fresh rose. It smells like the flower with spice. I think it's very feminine and seductive scent. Could a guy pull this off? I think so, because I think the black pepper makes it a little more unisex, but ultimately I think this is a great, very authentic rose scent for a female. Very simple as well, which I really like. A little bit of a musky dry down, which gives this one just a touch of an animalic tinge. But I would think raw rose petal and a little bit of black pepper with this one. The next one is called Supreme Orient. This one also eau de parfum. Goes for about $130 US. Notes here are Turkish rose oil, jasmine sambac from India, orris butter, a vanilla absolute from Madagascar, cocoa absolute, ginger absolute from China, nutmeg oil from Ceylon. Way more complex for me than the last fragrance we talked about. This one has a lot going on. There's a tropical fruit vibe in this one, which one would think fits in with a classic Oriental, but it really does. Florals are a big component in this one, but there's this beautiful accord of cocoa, vanilla, ginger, and nutmeg. So you've got this really nice floral thing going on, this gourmand accord, which results in a classic Oriental scent that feels like a throwback to the way perfumes were made prior to ad campaigns and IFRA restrictions. Just a gorgeous classic Oriental, perfectly unisex, I could see this one being really well received in our fragrance community. This is the one from the line I'd probably pick up and do a full review on. I think this one's super impressive. I could see this one being a Guerlain art and materials fragrance. The next one we're going to look at is called Liquid Time. Now, Liquid Time is an EDT, retails for about 110 bucks, and this one's got notes of vetiver oil from Madagascar, clove buds from Madagascar, and cypress oil from Morocco. Really nice here, super smooth. I think men who are looking for like a cologne, a typical cologne, could really get into this. You get a nice blast of vetiver, some spice, a little bit of floral. Very crisp in the opening, huge citrus blast. I get a nice amount of lemon here, add in the vetiver and the spice, and this smells like a classic men's scent, like a little bit reminiscent of something from an old school barbershop. Listed as unisex. For me, of the four, this one's the most masculine because of that citrus blast and green tinge, but I think any gender could pull this off. Really, really well done here as well. And then the final one we're going to look at is called Ubiquity. This one goes for about $108, and it features notes of mate from Brazil, ambrette seeds from Ecuador, or Ecuador, and Everlasting Absolute from Corsica. This one's very unique. I think this is the most original of the four. I get a big dose of ambrette seed here. I've seen mate in many different fragrances. I'm starting to get a feel for it. What to me this one is some hardcore green notes, probably from the mate and the Everlasting Absolute. The ambrette here provides a muskiness, and then some really good amber. There's an amber base here that nicely plays with that ambrette. This is a very green scent. It's a little bit funky. It's very unique. I think this one would play a tad better to men as well. But again, I think these are all pretty much unisex. And this one performs, God, I'm smelling my skin now. It lasts forever. Projects moderately, which is what you want from a scent that is this assertive in its greenness, I feel like. But man, these are four really well made scents. They're classically made with new twists. I think the quality on these is just amazing. Great price points here. Each scent has a purpose, and I think each scent has a distinctive wearer as well, which is always nice to see. There's someone for each fragrance, and I feel like with this brand, even though I've heard of them, there's not a lot of hyper marketing. Just really good materials, great blending, and well-made perfume. So I highly recommend, guys, take a look at the sample pack. It's not much money. I guarantee you'll find something in here that you like. You know, because this brand hasn't become super popular yet either, you know, it's very unique, and I think you'll smell different from everyone else, and I think you'll really appreciate the quality of Poulage. So if you guys have smelled anything from here, let me know what you think. Let me know which one interests you the most. And I'll see you guys later this week with more videos. Of course, many more scent safaris are coming. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Thank you so much to Stephanie for sending me those. I've really enjoyed them. And I'll see you again real soon, guys. Obviously, my name is Maximilian, and I'm...